This is a red maple that's just turned color here next to the driveway. The last time I think I gave you a video tour, I only had one window in and no door. So we've made a lot of progress since then. Yeah, like I said, it's raining, so I'll go inside soon. But that window I had in before, but there's a new door in, and on the far end is the kitchen window. And this is what the siding's going to be like. It's natural wood. I just stained it to protect it, but that'll be the siding all around. And my grass here is doing well, even though there was almost no rain this summer, so it survived. And I've been planting additional grass. I'm just trying to control the erosion. That's the reason I'm planting the grass. And then way in the distance there, that's the septic field, and I planted some grass down there, and that seems to be doing well. So let's go inside here out of the rain and show you what we got inside now. Alright, so I got 3 windows in the back now, so I got light, natural light coming in, but you know what I'm saying. So we got those windows in. I'm spinning around here. This is going to be the kitchen area. So I've got 2 windows in the kitchen, one in each corner. So underneath the windows there'll be a countertop, and under that window will be a sink, and under this window will be space for preparing food and such. And just to the left of the window will be a small stove. Over in here is where the bathroom will be. Those are 4 rolls of fiberglass insulation. I am going to start insulating the roof here on the inside, especially if tomorrow, if it's rainy tomorrow, I can do that. And Saturday, it's actually, what's today? Today is Thursday. So the bathroom will be here, toilet will be against the wall, the shower, which I'll show you in a minute, will be right where that blue tarp is and that chain is, with a sink in the middle. And so then here's the wood stove, which you've seen previously in operation. I didn't realize that when you put the stovepipe together, you're supposed to use furnace cement, which is good to try to convert. It's like 15 or 1600 degrees centigrade in heat, so it stands up to the heat. So because I didn't do that, and I don't know if you can see this, but on the side of the pipe I got some creosote that came through the joint and came down, so I have to take that apart. That's a good job for a rainy day too. And clean that off, and then put the cement on the joints, and then I'll be all set. And I actually had to put a cup. I don't have a tea kettle, sorry, not yet. I will eventually. I put a cup on the top of that because with the fire going, it gets real dry in here. So the water actually boils in that cup. You can actually cook on that surface when the stove is running. It gets that hot. So okay, that's that. Okay, looking at the far end, there's the shower, the white shower in the corner. That'll eventually get moved to the bathroom, but I think, as I told you before, I had to get it in before I put in the front door, otherwise it wouldn't fit. Oh, I have light now. Ta-da! The light bulb in the ceiling, it's wired into a 12 volt marine battery, so it's a 12 volt LED. So I'm going to put another one over the kitchen area where I'm standing, at least temporarily. So I'll have 2 lights that I can turn on and off. And eventually up in the ceiling, I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, there we go. I'm going to have a ceiling fan up there. So I'll run wires up to be able to turn the ceiling fan on and off. So that'll help heating and cooling the house. So this area, well, in front of the windows will be kind of the living room area, and in the corner there I'll have a bed, and where the shower is right now I'll have a closet, I think, possibly the length of that wall. There's two lofts above where the light is, one on that end and one over the other end where I'm standing, and I'm just trying to think about the best way to gain access to the lofts. We could use a ladder, but people aren't necessarily going to like that. So they do have what's called a attic stairway which folds, and I could actually put it on the far end here. I just have to frame it in these joists, an opening, and then it would fold down against that wall and be out of the way. And if no one's using the loft, it could fold up too. So that's a possibility too. So that's about where we are right now. Give you a look at the other end where the kitchen will be, where the wood stove is. And oh, these windows, so all the windows here are double hung. They go up and down, except the ones in the kitchen. And the ones in the kitchen are casement windows, so they crank out. And my grandfather, sorry, I'm trying to get a picture here and it's too much light. My grandfather had them in his house, and they actually crank out and open like that. And I really like them, so I wanted to get a couple in this house. And the neat thing about them is if there's a breeze outside and the breeze hits the glass, it brings it inside. So I think it's better for cooling and things like that. So can we see anything out this window? Yes. So there's outside. And my backyard, I'm planting more grass seed all around. Actually, I'll show you out the other window, the back. Sorry, I don't mean to make you dizzy. I hate when people move cameras around too fast. So this is the backyard. It's all dirt right now. It'll be like that for a while until I have time to do something. The tarp here is covering some siding, wood siding. I was staining it earlier today, but when the rain started I had to stop, and I put it underneath the tarp. So tomorrow, if it's raining tomorrow, I'll actually go down to the basement and finish staining down there.